Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Today is May 4th, 2023. This is the Environmental Conservation Board. We have an agenda that we're going to follow, and the first one is Girolamo, Mark and Denise.
Girolamo.
Sorry.
That's okay.
276. 276. Reading's not my forte, I guess. I don't know. 276 Westlake Boulevard, construct two-car garage on Breezeway. Please state your name and who you're here to represent.
I'm Mark Girolamo, and
Sorry.
representing myself and my wife.
Okay, apologize for butchering your name.
That's okay.
What are you looking for, an extension?
Yeah, we started the project, well, right about this time last year. Unfortunately, coming out of COVID, it was very hard to find a contractor, or one that was even in our ballpark price-wise. I mean, it was, the prices for a two-car garage was more than several houses I lived in, so we finally found a respectable contractor, and unfortunately, that wasn't until about November of last year, and he was not able to start building, so we're getting ready to go now. I got my building permit today, and we just need to renew this for another year.
Have there been any changes in the
No, we really
previous
haven't.
application?
No, we haven't really done anything yet, so everything's the same. Jack Carrell did our plan, and it's on file here.
Okay, and you have, you've instructed your contractor to make sure he puts all the silt fence and all the controls in place that we had previously discussed?
Yes, yeah.
And how long of a period are you looking for? Because it expires tomorrow.
Yeah, it kind of crept up on us with, I didn't know there was a 1 month
Grace period?
suspension period, so I don't know how long it's going to take to build. I'm thinking probably 4 or 5 months, maybe.
So what do you want, a year?
I think a year would be more than sufficient, yeah. I'm hoping we're not digging at that time. It's
Okay, so-
only a garage.
So then do I have a motion to extend permit number 980 to Mark and Denise Girolamo from May 5th, 2023 to May 4th, 2024? Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, seed roast, Monday, and get a copy.
Okay. Yeah, we won't be working at that point. Thank you.
Just as a reminder as well, part of the conditions of the permit, that same permit, is after any erosion control measures are put in place, silt fence, for instance, you have to just let the wetlands inspector know that you've put them up. He
Right,
comes and
right.
checks them out, and then at the completion of the project, before you remove the silt fencing and any other erosion controls, you call him again, he comes to make sure that the site is acceptable. And,
Okay.
And gives you the okay to remove the erosion control measures.
And is that person here in the office?
Yeah,
here?
that's Rich
Rich Franzetti.
Franzetti. And
Okay.
just so that we're clear, your permit, we're extending it tonight, which is 5/4.
Okay.
So it goes 5/4 to the day before. So it's 5/4/23 to 5/3/24, 1 year.
Do I need to get another, I'll get the other paper on Monday then from the ladies in the office.
Yeah, and then the only other condition is the wetland inspector to do a pre and post site visit, as Vincent said. Okay? Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. All right, next item, submission of application, a letter of permission, April Squitieri? Hey, I got one right. Could you please state your name and who you're here to represent? And
My
you're
name-
here for 23 Tyler Court, to install an 8x20 floating dock.
Yes, I'm April Spiteri, 23 Tyler Court. I'm representing myself in reference to installing a floating dock on Kirk Lake.
Boy, there's a big rush on floating docks these days at Kirk Lake.
It's a gold rush.
It's a gold rush. Okay, what is the floating dock going to be constructed of?
actually have everything in the file, as far as the specs.
Okay, so it is a true prefabricated floating dock. Is there oh yeah, you have your wetlands, you have your map here. 100-foot setback for the wetland and the so she showed the wetland, the setback, and the proposed floating dock is 8 by 20. And, what's the other?
DEC approval she's got.
Yeah, you have DEC approval.
Yep.
And how are you gonna get the dock down there?
Guess once it's constructed, they're gonna carry it down, from my understanding.
It's a
8 by
floating.
20? I don't think you're carrying it by 20, by pieces, maybe, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how that works, to be quite honest, my husband would know.
Well, it's a
What did we
floating
do with
dock,
that?
so you're gonna have these black containers.
What did we do with the guy that,
I'm not sure of the actual materials,
came here with the people that put
with the
against-
specs,
we give him a permit?
and I know it's gonna get you constructed
Or we
on
give
my
him a letter of
property
permission?
and then brought down to the lake. I just haven't, I wasn't part of that detail, to
Okay.
be quite honest.
I just wanna check something before you continue with you. Here's the deed.
Perfect, I was just gonna ask for that.
Just need to know what we did with that other.
Right, no, I'm with you.
There was recently just to let you know, was recently application before us for one of your neighbors.
Okay,
So I want to make sure I'm consistent with, your application is his.
Permission, okay.
Letter of permission?
Letter of permission.
What date was that?
This was
January.
January 19th, right?
We didn't notice this, right?
2023, you said, right?
Yes.
No, I don't think we noticed it, because it was all hand, so we have to have some conditions.
The
Yeah.
condition was, no cars or automotive vehicles down there within the buffer.
Okay, so
So-
there'll be no motor vehicles
Or heavy equipment.
or heavy equipment. In buffer. 2 is, you're gonna take this in and out, you're gonna take this dock in and out every season, every year?
I wasn't planning on it, that wasn't the plan.
Okay, because
to be
this
quite
is a
honest. I mean,
floating
unless
dock,
There's something,
because what we did with the other gentleman was he took it out in the fall through the winter. So we're gonna request that you take the dock out,
okay,
say November 1st.
okay,
And it has to be brought back to past the 100-foot buffer.
yep,
Remove dock on 11/1 of the year. And place past 100-foot buffer.
How,
And when do you think we should put this in April? April 1st or April 30th?
is what, oh,
We
in?
can reinstall?
April 1st is fine.
Yeah,
That's
reinstall
April
April
1st.
1st.
I do want to ask, how we, I don't know if you can, with a 8 by 20-foot dock, I don't think that you can drag that up and, right?
They can, it's not my, there's no
Is
equipment.
there a plan on the, what the dock
Right
looks
here.
like? Is it,
This is the dock.
no, I know that,
It's
but
right
is
here.
it in pieces?
It's a floating dock. It's these two things, as long as they're not filled with water,
Are they bolted together?
it's bolted together. This is 4x4s with hardware on it.
Look at the last few pages, you see a better, very
Right here.
last. There. Okay. One before that.
Oh, it's pinned.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not
it's
bolted,
pinned.
they're
It's
pinned.
pinned, yeah.
Okay, that's a different, okay, so you can unpin them then and take them in pieces.
Yeah. What were the other conditions we had?
Well, the other one had the area that it was in was considered there was some notes about it being a critically, like a critical area. This one I don't think it is.
Oh, no, that was they had
Easement and
they
all
had
of
an easement
that.
for they have an easement here too, easement for the town of Carmel for drainage purposes.
Oh, look at that, yes.
Look at that.
One of the things that we put,
Maintain easement,
was the wetland signs, as Nicole pointed out.
right.
On the 100-foot buffer side.
Okay, on the, what's the width of your property?
It should be there. I know it starts off narrow, then it spreads out wide.
gotta-
I don't have.
I'll have
what
to
it should- might be
scale
on that.
it.
I got it. I got
You have it there, I'm sorry.
You got me?
Where is it?
1 inch equals 40 feet. Look at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half, so it's 250, about 250 feet wide.
2 or 3 signs.
Yeah, we said every 50 feet.
Every 50 feet.
Yeah.
So on the buffer, on the 100-foot buffer,
Where is the dock gonna
right here, Ed,
Where?
dock goes right here.
be? Oh,
On the
plenty
100-foot
of
buffer,
room. Got it,
every 50 feet,
yeah.
you have to install a wetland sign.
A wetland sign, you said?
Yep, you get them from Rose. I think they're $50 or $75 each. So that's, so it's 250, so you're looking at 1, 2, you're looking at 5 signs. And plus posts. On the 100-foot buffer.
Do you plan on cutting any trees down inside the buffer?
Not
Right.
that I'm aware of,
Okay.
as far as any trees.
Okay.
I haven't actually been back there, so.
Is it open space? Is there open space or is it completely wooded, the shoreline?
Honestly, I
Wait,
don't
what,
really
4?
go back there too much.
All right, make it 4
The
signs,
intention of the signs is
just so
that-
people
Right,
know.
in the future, first of all, this is there's an easement area, and second of all, anyone who's doing work in the easement area should know, and that includes town as well as homeowners. So like,
Okay.
as long as there's some signs there,
Anybody have any other questions?
so we
And we
lowered it to
also
4
said
signs.
inspection of signs upon completion.
Okay.
Where'd that deed go? Did someone took it? Thank you, sir.
Do we need to include any restrictions on removal of trees along the shoreline?
She's telling us she's not removing trees.
Also,
Yeah,
it's in the, there's
It's
an
in the
easement
town
there,
code.
unfortunately,
Yeah, there's
so.
an easement here
There's
for
an
the town.
easement there,
Okay.
which the town takes care of, so I don't,
The
Yeah.
town comes out and does that? Okay.
they're supposed to.
If they need to.
Have they?
yeah.
Since you've been there? Okay, thank you.
That's if they need to, yeah.
Right.
Right, as needed.
As needed. Okay.
I mean, yep.
All right, so then do I have a motion to grant a letter of permission to April Squitieri for 23 Tyler Court for the installation of 8 by 20-foot floating dock as shown on the survey with the following 5 conditions. 1, no motor vehicles or heavy equipment to be used to install the floating dock within the buffer. The dock must be removed out of the water on November 1st of each year and placed past the 100-foot buffer, stored past the 100-foot buffer. I just stored. And you can reinstall it April 1st of the following year. You must maintain the easement you have with the town. Install 4 signs, 4 wetland signs that you can get from upstairs on the 100-foot buffer every 50 feet. Basically 2 corners and 2 in the middle, split it evenly. And once those signs are installed and the work is completed, have the schedule an inspection with the wetland inspector to inspect the signs upon completion. Do I have a motion?
I make that motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so Monday, get your letter from Rose. And,
The wetlands inspector is also the town engineer, Rich Franzetti, so you can give the town engineering department a call and schedule that whenever the work is done. For him to verify that the signs are there. That's what it comes to do.
So the signs, obviously, right before we're gonna start doing anything, correct? Or do they stay
Anytime
all the
during the
time?
construction, before you finish,
Yeah.
have them put in, grab a couple, get a couple of posts at your, your, whatever kind of posts you wanna use, and signs you can get from Rose as well, from the engineering department, building department.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next item is meeting minutes. The only people that cannot vote are the two to my left. That would be you and you. Do I have a motion to approve meeting minutes for February 16th, 2023?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, they're approved. Okay, since there are no other meeting minutes, meeting agenda, do I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Everybody have a nice weekend. Hopefully the weather changes. Good night.